Have you ever wondered what masturbating every day actually does to your body, specifically to your prostate? It's a question most people shy away from, but today we're diving straight into it. No judgment, no taboos, just the science, the facts, and the surprising truth that might change how you think about your health. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what daily masturbation does to your prostate, backed by studies, expert insights, and a few shocking revelations that'll leave you rethinking everything. So, stick with me, because this is going to be eye-opening. If you're watching this, you're probably curious, or maybe a little anxious, about what's true and what's just myth. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's unpack the science, bust some myths, and reveal the real impact on your prostate health. Ready? Let's get started. Before we get into the facts, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications, especially if you care about understanding your body and making informed health choices. And if you've ever wondered about this topic but never had a safe space to ask, give this video a like to help normalize open, science-based conversations. Got questions or thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I read them all. All right, let's break it all down. Why this matters first, let's talk about the prostate. This small, walnut-sized gland sits just below your bladder, and it plays a huge role in your reproductive health. It produces fluid that nourishes and protects sperm, but it's also one of the most misunderstood parts of the male body. Prostate issues like enlargement, inflammation, or even cancer are common, especially as men age. In fact, studies show that over 50% of men over 50 will face some kind of prostate problem in their lifetime. So, why are we talking about masturbation? Because there's a lot of chatter out there, on forums, in locker rooms, even in doctors' offices, about whether frequent masturbation helps or hurts your prostate. Some say it's a miracle cure. Others claim it's a hidden danger. What's the truth? To find out, we're going to explore 5 key things you need to know about what masturbating every day does to your prostate. And trust me, some of these will surprise you. 1. The prostate protection myth. Let's start with the big one. The idea that masturbating every day can protect your prostate from cancer. You've probably heard this before, maybe from a friend, a Reddit thread, or even a headline that caught your eye. But is it true? Here's what the science says. In 2016, a groundbreaking study from Harvard University followed over 31,000 men for 18 years. They found that men who ejaculated more frequently, specifically 21 times or more per month, had a 20% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated less often. Now, before you get too excited, let's break this down. This study didn't say masturbation prevents prostate cancer. It showed a correlation, not causation. That means frequent ejaculation might be linked to lower risk, but it's not a magic bullet. Why? Because other factors like diet, exercise, or genetics could also play a role. Here's the theory. Regular ejaculation might help flush out harmful substances from the prostate, like toxins or inflammatory compounds. Think of it like cleaning the pipes in your house to prevent buildup. But here's the catch, and this is important. Too much focus on this one study has led to some myths. Some people think daily masturbation is a guaranteed shield against prostate cancer. That's not what the science says. Overdoing it could have other effects, which we'll get to later. For now, know this. Frequent ejaculation might lower your risk, but it's not a cure-all. So, are you starting to see why this topic is so complex? Let's keep going. 2. Can masturbation hurt your prostate? Now, let's flip the script. Could masturbating every day actually harm your prostate? This is where things get a little murky, and I'm going to be honest with you. The answer isn't black and white. For most men, daily masturbation is perfectly safe. Your body is designed to handle it. But there's a small group of men who might notice issues if they overdo it. For example, excessive stimulation could lead to temporary prostate inflammation, also known as prostatitis. This isn't common, but it can happen, especially if you're not giving your body enough recovery time. Think of it like overworking a muscle at the gym. If you don't rest, you might feel sore or strained. The same can apply to your pelvic region. Symptoms like discomfort, pelvic pain, or even changes in urination could be a sign to slow down. But here's the good news. For the vast majority of men, this isn't an issue. Studies, like one from the Journal of Sexual Medicine, show that moderate ejaculation, daily or near daily, doesn't cause long-term harm to the prostate in healthy men. The key word here is moderate. Are you starting to feel a little relieved? Or maybe you're wondering where the line is between moderate and too much. Don't worry, we'll cover that in a bit. First, let's tackle another big question. 3. The hormonal connection. Here's something you might not think about. Masturbation doesn't just affect your prostate, it impacts your hormones, which in turn can influence your prostate health. Let's break this down. When you ejaculate, your body releases a cocktail of hormones, including dopamine, oxytocin, and prolactin. These feel-good chemicals help you relax and reduce stress. And stress, as we know, can be a silent killer for your health, including your prostate. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which can contribute to inflammation and even prostate enlargement over time. So, in a way, daily masturbation could indirectly support your prostate by keeping stress in check. But here's the flip side. Overstimulation might mess with your hormone balance. For example, excessive masturbation could temporarily lower testosterone levels in some men, which might affect energy, mood, or even sexual function. Now don't panic. This isn't a reason to swear off masturbation. The key is balance. A 2020 study in the journal Andrology found that moderate ejaculation frequency, around 4 to 7 times per week, optimizes hormonal health without tipping the scales. So, what does this mean for you? It means daily masturbation can be part of a healthy routine as long as you're listening to your body. Feeling drained or off? It might be a sign to take a break. 4. The lifestyle factor. Let's zoom out for a second. Masturbation might play a role in prostate health, but it's not the whole story. Your prostate is influenced by your entire lifestyle: diet, exercise, sleep, and more. For example, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, or red meat can increase inflammation, which is bad news for your prostate. On the other hand, foods rich in antioxidants, like tomatoes, berries, or nuts, can support prostate health. Exercise, especially pelvic floor exercises, can also improve blood flow to the area, keeping your prostate in top shape. So, where does masturbation fit in? Think of it as one tool in your toolbox. It's not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle. If you're masturbating every day but neglecting your diet or sitting all day, you're not doing your prostate any favors. Here's a question for you. Are you giving your body the full support it needs, or are you relying on one habit to do all the heavy lifting? Let's think about that as we move to our final point. 5. The shocking truth about balance. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. The shocking truth about masturbating every day and your prostate. Ready? It's all about balance. The science is clear. Moderate ejaculation, whether through masturbation or sex, can support prostate health by reducing cancer risk and keeping inflammation in check. But going overboard could lead to issues like temporary discomfort, hormonal dips, or even psychological dependence for some men. Here's what's shocking. The difference between helpful and harmful isn't about frequency alone. It's about how your body responds. For some men, daily masturbation feels great and causes no issues. For others, it might lead to fatigue, pelvic discomfort, or even anxiety about doing it too much. So, how do you know what's right for you? Listen to your body. If you feel energized, healthy, and balanced, you're probably on the right track. If you're feeling off, it might be time to reassess. The real takeaway? Masturbation isn't a villain or a superhero. It's just one part of your health puzzle. Combine it with a solid diet, regular exercise, and stress management, and you're giving your prostate the best shot at staying healthy. So, what can you do today to support your prostate? Here's a quick checklist to get you started. Find your balance. Aim for moderate ejaculation frequency, around 4 to 7 times per week, based on what feels right for your body. Eat for your prostate. Load up on antioxidant-rich foods like tomatoes, broccoli, and green tea. Move your body. Exercise regularly, especially pelvic floor exercises, to boost blood flow. Manage stress. Use mindfulness, meditation, or even masturbation to keep stress in check. Talk to a doctor. If you notice any symptoms like pain or changes in urination, don't wait. Get checked. You've got the power to take control of your health. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. Talk to your doctor, stay informed, and keep asking questions. We've just unpacked what masturbating every day really does to your prostate. From the science behind cancer risk to the importance of balance, you now know the truth. And it's not as scary as you might have thought. So, what's your next step? Are you going to rethink your habits? Maybe start a conversation with a doctor or a friend. Whatever you choose, you're already taking charge of your health by being here. If this video helped you, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more science-backed health insights and let me know in the comments. What surprised you most about today's topic? I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay curious, and take care of yourself.